looking at the wood that has already flowered. The stems that have got lots of little twiggy bits on, and it's not until I've got all them cleared that I can actually see what new wood we've got and how best I can use it. It's called Roses from the Far East, and it's one of the parents of the modern Rambler roses. It's got a tiny little white flower, but they're absolutely smothered in white flowers and also smothered in bees. And once you've made a hole in the middle of the plant, you can actually start to see the structure.
How long have you been pruning the roses at Mottisfont for?
Since I started, really. January 1978. So I've done most of these roses many, many times. And each time you prune a rose, you're also looking not only for the display of the coming summer, but also the best way to encourage new wood in order to encourage the continuing vigour of the rose through later summers. So it's very much an ongoing job. The varieties of roses that we grew at Mottisfont, certainly when I came in the late 70s, they weren't grown anywhere else. It was a unique collection in the true sense of the word. And so you couldn't really learn how to care for them anywhere else. It had to be at Mottisfont. So it's very important to bear in mind as you're pruning where new shoots are going to break to carry wood next year and the year after. Quite often you're working 2 or 3 years ahead. Oops. You see these old stems here? Now that's really good strong green wood, but what I want the plant to do is to put all its energy into these 3 lower canes, because that's where the future of the rose lies. All this is old stuff, and although it will continue flowering for many years to come, it will do so at the expense of the vigour of these shoots. Once they're in the front, they're free, and you can train them however you want. Now, if I can tie in at least half a dozen good, strong shoots, then that will be enough for me. And it'll be enough for the rose as well, because it only covers a small area of wall. And quite honestly, I don't like to have these walls completely covered because they're so beautiful in themselves. You look at those bricks, they are absolutely wonderful. They're 260 years old, those bricks. And they look at it, they're all pitted with the little holes where the bees have been, the masonry bees have been mining into them year after year after year to lay their eggs. That's what all those holes are. They're not nail holes, they're masonry bee holes. And on a summer's day, you can see them working into these sort of soft mortar, tunnelling in there, and they lay just one little single egg into each of these little holes and then fly away again. Absolutely incredible. So the whole wall is a habitat. It's not just there to provide shelter for the roses. It's there for that tiny little wildlife that depends upon it. Very exciting. Anything to do with the land or with growing things, living things, is a partnership between the gardener and nature. You see there's quite a bit of space beginning to come on this wall now. It's quite strange for us to be doing this work while we're open, because in all my previous years here we've closed during the winter, and this sort of stuff has been very almost private work. in that we've been doing it in a garden which is closed to visitors, and people only see the end result. Well, having made up my mind what I'm going to do and what I'm going to save, it's then just the process. It's just a question of getting on and doing it, and not having second thoughts. Whoops, there we go. We've got tiny little thorns here, but they hang on to everything. I'll call a very affectionate rose because it never wants to let you go. David Stone, head gardener at Mottisfont.